The time had come. The galaxy had completed another full rotation. Empires had risen, fell, then risen again. Wars had been waged, won, lost, and in one case referred to out-of-court mediation. A new age was beginning. One question loomed large in all beings' minds. Who would be the universe's new masters? Intellects vast and cool and unsympathetic had pondered this question since time immemorial, before realizing, as any great thinker must, there was but a single way to resolve this problem: the beauty contest. So it was that the 106th contest of aesthetic supremacy was convened within the Zalkatif's Convention Center. Chosen for its impregnable, fortress-like architecture, its deep secrecy far from prying eyes, and its unbeatable low prices, with special rates for local customers. Its judge, an unspeakable beast from faraway dimensions known only as the Great Judge, hovered, squatted, reclined, or somehow did all of that at the same time in a thoroughly indescribable manner. His appearance was at once transcendently beautiful and primordially hideous, something that a mere mortal could barely appreciate, and could only fail to convey. Humanity had sent its first contestant. This was the single human who, in himself, represented his race's highest coefficient of beauty and evil, Henry Chung von Medici Ito Simmons. His amber eyes flashed with cruelty, his ink-black hair no person dared to ruffle, and his bronze skin was so perfect that more than one victim had spent their final breaths trying to tell if he was wearing concealer. Simmons had arrived in an impeccable khaki suit, with Pookie, his feline accessory, close by his side, as well as his assistant, Eric. Then there was the delegation from the Spendaxians. This species had, in an evolutionary choice that continued to puzzle biologists, developed to look just like humans, only blue and, way hotter, without that nasty armpit hair. Multiple deodorant companies had begged the Spandexians to reconsider this last part, which had been economically catastrophic for those planets with deodorant cell-centric economies. In an ultimate proof of Spandexian cruelty, they had refused. The Spandexian War Queen imperiously watched the proceedings, resplendent in her nano-armored red negligee. The Cathoid Council of Powers had assembled not far to the left. Their white robes, ascended by intricate belts at their torso, draped gracefully over their semi-vertebrate forms. Each one's facial tentacles had been carefully moisturized until they shone wetly under the soft, fluttering lights of the convention center. Recent rumors hinted that what the Catholic masterminds truly craved was to conquer all non-amphibious species, and perhaps even try that lactose tolerance thing that was popular with mammalians nowadays. On and on, the contestants paraded in, each one more stunning than the last. The Nefixti, their fur thick and lush, their neon orange vests most exceedingly orange. The Thaye, with their backs elegantly curved in a hump, and their necks curving the opposite way. The Nobs, with their dark probeski and round black eyes seemingly matching their black hooded jackets. The Pataku, with their shiny yellow heads, and Hing, with their horned green ones. Last of all came the Varunian, beautiful specimens of gorilloid civilization, putting all others to shame with their bioluminescent fur and nails. Actually, last of all came the Requeth, but it was difficult to find anything to compliment them on at the best of times, and they mostly came to the contest of aesthetic supremacy because nobody had the heart to make them leave. These beings proudly sauntered their way in, while everyone else looked around awkwardly. One of the bland-coloured tassels the Requeth Primarch waved on his arm leg blew into the Spandexian Chief Guard's face, causing an unscheduled sneeze. This happens every time, the Nefixti's foremost arms dealer hissed to his favourite assassin. Don't they know tassels were so last season? You can see bits of food in their teeth, the hardened killer whispered back at him. I don't know why nobody glasses them, or why the contest doesn't make people register in advance. Register, the arms dealer repeated, weighing the word. With a wicked flash of teeth he grinned. Brutal, Shasara. Even for you. Quiet, please, everyone. The Iron Tyrant speaker blared. This battlebook chassis was scarred from millennia of combat, but in a stylish way. I'd like to thank you all for coming. I know this will be a very special night, and I'd like everyone to remember that no matter who oppresses the galaxy for the next 10,000 years, each and every one of you is a very special evildoer who can make your family proud, or ashamed as the case may be. What's that, honey? The Tyrant's quantum-enabled visual lenses goggled at the Requefs, who were shouting something unintelligibly. You ripped the tag off your mattresses? Wow, that sure is something. Like I said, each person here has more than proved themselves worthy to crush their enemies into dust. I wish each and every contestant the best of luck. And remember, it's not what you do like that matters, but how many planets you can vaporize. Without further ado, the great judge unfurled itself from the ceiling, or perhaps the floor. Will the first contestant come to the stage? It asked in tones that chilled the listeners' souls. How is he doing that? Asked Eric. Shh, humanity's wickedest man replied. Tiandros, the Voran serial killer, won the hearts of the audience with his demonstration on how to remove a victim's nervous system in one move, but had points taken off for a slight chipping of nail polish on his right pinky. Still, everyone agreed it was a fine showing, and the Voranen had a substantial chance of becoming galactic overlords. Eric said. I mean, what are you doing? Said Simon. This whole evil beauty contest thing was making him uncharacteristically nervous, and he found himself repeatedly stroking Pookie's back. I'm trying to talk like him, Eric whispered. The great judge? Shut up. He can do that. Because it's, you know. Eldrick? Eric intertoned. Yes, Simon sighed. You can't do that, Eric. Stop. But I can know, Eric said with some wonder. I am Eldritch. I, too, am Eldritch. You're not doing it right, Simmons hissed. It's more like this. No, that's not right. Sorry, sir. Stop. We're missing the program. Well, either we win or lose, Eric said in an infuriatingly reasonable tone that Simmons had killed others for. Hey, do you see that blue lady? She's giving you the eye. Well, I was voted Evil People's sexiest man alive. No, I mean, she's giving you a stink eye. That other alien, the glowing gorilla, he looks like he wants to get to know you. Or me. Or maybe that's just how they look. Before either of the slow-witted apes could react, Pookie suddenly sprang from Henry's lap and bounded fearlessly towards the stage, dashing in front of the Requef delegation. With her razor-sharp claws, the ugly tassels were shredded. A strange sound filled the convention hall, a deep intake of breath. Well, the Iron Tyrant's voice synthesizer breathed. What have we here? The confidence and power with which the Earth Predator moved filled the Pharaxi necromancers with envy. Her radiant fur, cat-coloured the way that only a cat's can be, drove Shasara to swear with rage and not buying that fancy conditioner. The sight of her gleaming, slitted eyes so startled Tiandros that he spilled his drink on himself. The Spandexian guard who had sneezed before learned for the first time about her cat allergy and began to sneeze uncontrollably into her queen's hair. Pookie effortlessly reached the stage and leaped up in one fluid motion. Her flat feline face regarded the stunned crowd. From deep in her mysterious soul, a single sound emerged. Meow. The Pataku Lord of Murders fainted. People, the Iron Tyrant boomed, we have our winner! And the galaxy shuddered to think of Pookie's merciless reign.